Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of the bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange FTX, who was convicted of fraud and conspiracy last year, was sentenced to 25 years in jail Thursday in New York. His punishment is far less than the maximum statutory sentence of 115 years, as well as the 40 to 50-year sentence requested by prosecutors, but it is significantly longer than the 6.5-year sentence asked by his lawyers. The judge in the case, U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan, rejected the argument from SBF's lawyers that the harm from his fraud was effectively zero, given that it now seems that the billions of dollars in lost FTX customer funds will eventually, but not with total certainty, be returned in full. The judge observed from the bench how SBF pled not guilty despite testimony at trial, demonstrating that he knew he was in the wrong, as well as how he desired political power, avoided regulators, lacked remorse, and provided false or evasive replies during legal interrogation. There is no trivial risk that SBF will be in a position to do something very bad in the future, according to Kaplan. At the end of the day, the criminal justice system thrives only if it's seen as fair, he added. So punishment must be proportionate to the gravity of the crime, and it was a major crime. The government's desire to prevent SBF and others from committing similar crimes was a crucial element. The white wealthy and well-connected tend to wiggle their way out of facing the criminal consequences, said Jennifer Taub, a professor of law at Western New England University who specializes in white-collar crimes. It's about time that we actually hold white-collar criminals accountable. While Bankman-Fried's lawyers attempted to minimize the damage inflicted by the scam that brought FTX and Alameda down, prosecutors compared his crimes to those of Bernie Madoff, the famed Wall Street financier who orchestrated history's greatest Ponzi scheme. So let's recap what actually happened with FTX. SBF created FTX, the third largest cryptocurrency exchange at the time, in 2019, and profited from the crypto boom for several years. Over the next few years, he went around advocating for a particular version of effective altruism, a utilitarian movement that describes itself as using evidence and reason to figure out how to benefit others as much as possible, which entailed earning as much as possible in order to purportedly give away as much. He also expanded his political clout, becoming one of President Joe Biden's most generous fundraisers in 2020. However, in 2022, a balance statement for Alameda Research, FTX's sister hedge fund, which was also co-founded by Bankman-Fried, was leaked, implying that his whole crypto empire was based on double-dipping. Without going into too much detail, the balance sheet revealed that Alameda had significant amounts of FTX's own digital currency, FTT, which had uncertain value at a time when cryptocurrency prices were plummeting. If the value of those digital tokens fell, FTX's financial stability would be seriously threatened. Investors withdrew their funds from FTT in significant numbers, indicating a $8 billion discrepancy between what FTX could pay out and what it owed customers. It was soon revealed that FTX had moved customer money to Alameda, and the two companies were significantly more involved than Bankman-Fried had previously stated or permitted under their terms of service. Both FTX and Alameda declared bankruptcy that fall. Prosecutors claimed that Bankman-Fried's failure to disclose the transfers, FTX's relationship with Alameda, FTX's exposure to Alameda's risky FTT holdings, and the use of commingled funds to make undisclosed venture investments, lavish real estate purchases, and large political donations were all fraudulent. After a closely watched trial packed with shocking testimony, even from SBF himself, he was convicted of all 7 criminal counts against him. The charges included 2 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to engage securities fraud, conspiracy to commit commodities fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Caroline Ellison, Gary Wang, and Nishad Singh, all members of SBF's inner circle and executives at FTX or Alameda, worked with authorities to testify against Bankman-Fried throughout the trial. They may face very little, if any, prison time. So there you have it, the crash course of the FTX case and what happened to SBF. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Cheers.